What I don't like is being silently told I can't speak. What? What do you mean I can't speak? I can speak. I can talk on whatever I want to talk on. We gonna talk today. So, for those who have been at this channel for quite some time, you know that I'm a priestess of the Orisha, about to lie. But I don't heavily advertise that here. I just don't. Um, People who know me know that I'm a priestess of Obatala. Those in the community that know me know that I'm a priestess of Obatala. I think what jars me about this whole process is the rejection when you realize that you're not welcome in a community that you fought to get into and you got into and you thought you had found the right people, and then you learn you didn't, and you go to the next place, and which is very taboo in the tradition to go from house to house. So the last house that I went to, I was like, I'm done after that. Yes, it is. Why, you ask? It's really a revolutionary act to be a black woman and coming for your spirituality, deciding that it's yours and you got the right to learn it. And those out here teaching, here I come. Here I come, baby. I'm on my way. And you get there, and there is a mask on the entire situation until it's lifted and you see everything. And you don't see everything now because they still keep some stuff from you. But your feelings get hurt in the process. One thing I will tell people, which is still, this is a process for me still. Because this tradition, when people want to get into it, they going to get into it. They're not going to listen to nobody telling them there's some red flags on the highway that you're on. In fact, there's a sinkhole that you got to drive around. If you're moving too fast, you're going to go right into the sinkhole. And on the side of that sinkhole is a very narrow patch of stuff. So you want to have two wheels on the actual asphalt and two wheels on the grass, kind of tilted to the side to get by this gargantuan sinkhole that is the community. Not all of it, not everyone, but there's enough. And they're being exposed everywhere. You're getting hurt left and right. But then you see the beauty of the actual Orishas and your ancestors. And you have experience at drummings, and you just hang on because it's so beautiful. And they're not even showing you the best parts, because the best parts they kind of keep for themselves, and they don't invite you to that. You don't get that invite. They'll send out a quick note, oh, it was canceled. And you see the pictures go up. Real brazen mess, okay? All I can say is I'm on a healing journey right now. That's why you hear me coming here talking about astrology all the time. I will talk to you about saints. I will talk to you about angels. I will talk to you about many things, but I won't really be talking about the community except for to say I've been seriously hurt, and I'm quiet. I can still help people. But right now, I just want to help people become their biggest and best self. And I think that part of that journey for me was, You're being hurt to fit in, but you're not supposed to fit in. You don't fit in nowhere. You're supposed to make a lane for a whole bunch of people that don't fit in. And it's taken me a long time to get there, but one of the things that helped me get there was understanding that there was still something missing. I had to find, via my astrological chart, some stuff that was palpable inside my body that I could feel when I was in different circumstances with people, at different functions, at different events. Things that I was just like, why do I know this person don't like me. I know it. And I'm still here. And eventually that part of me just went, not no more. Yeah, I'm done with this. I'm not welcome. I see the handwriting on the wall in bright neon pink on a black wall. 20 feet tall. You're not welcome. So I left. And sometimes I've had to do that twice. In doing so, well, more than that, yeah. But that wasn't, sometimes you're courting a house and all that kind of stuff, and it just doesn't work. It's not going to be the thing. But being hurt at this level, and I know that there are other Olarishas who are out there who are initiated that have been hurt, who are quiet, who keep to themselves, who may be looking for a community to feed their Orishas, who may be looking for someone to invite them to a drumming just so they can feel the drums again because they feel a little lost. Who may be looking for a Misa to go to because they need some answers. Who may be looking for a person who does divination to help them because they got something pretty big coming up and they don't want to commit back to the community because of what they have been through. And some people, it's been harsh. I'm grateful for my experience, even though I didn't like it. But I'm grateful because it's put me in this place of finally speaking. I will not ever most likely name names unless they come from me. They come from me, it's all off. I'm ready. But I don't see that happening because I don't think I even register as a blip on their screen. And then this calls into question for me so much more. But I know ultimately we all have a path that we're on and we have to stick to what works for us and take time to acknowledge that you're being hurt. Don't continue to just run at it brute force like it's going to change, because it most likely never will. And if it doesn't change and you're just hurting yourself over and over again, at some point you have responsibility for what has happened to you. And that is where I find myself. I wish everyone their best. Don't stay hidden. Don't stay hidden. Speak up. Treat this as a private space where you can come and talk. Because I YouTube is like the ocean and Neptune down there covering up lagoons that are in the water and caves and all that. And we can all go and meet, all of us mer people. And we can talk. Y'all know this is the moon moved me because the moon was pulling at me like, girl. I'll be back at another time. Maybe to talk further into this, but most likely I'm going to be talking about some astrology, baby. Y'all have a good one. Peace.